Morning guys, out on the frozen trails this morning, doing an 18k long run where I'll go onto the other side of the motorway, briefly touch the Stockley Trail before I turn and head for home. I'm testing out two new pieces of kit while I'm out today. I've got the Salomon Genesis shoes on and I'm trying out the water bladder that I got for Christmas, which I plan to use for the Ultra, seeing how that goes. So I've got 1.5 litres of water on my back at the moment, can definitely tell. I've worn the Genesis for one or two I think, shorter runs up to now, just to make sure they feel okay. And this is the long run test for them, 18 kilometres. I haven't taped up my feet. I want to see if and where they affect my feet, and then I'll know where to tape up next time if necessary.
So while I'm out there testing the new gear, I want to talk about my running plans and goals for 2025. It's almost the end of January now, so I've left things a bit later than most running YouTubers to go through this. A few time goals I've written down. I want to get a 20 minutes and something 5k, so sub 21. My current best is 20:52. So, beg your pardon, 21:52. So I've got some time to shave off that. I'd like to do a 1 hour 42 half marathon if I can, beating my 1:45:20 I think it was at Mansfield.
There's something at the bottom of this field I want to investigate. I drive past a sign every time I drive to work and back, pointing up into some thick looking woods, but it's a public footpath. Doesn't look like anyone uses it anymore, but it's still there, and I can't help but wanting to scratch that itch. I like to know where all the local public footpaths go and to say I've been on them. So just a case of finding the top end of it from the trails and dropping down to the main road and just seeing if I can find where the path is. We're very close to junction 29 of the M1 motorway. There's an ambulance depot very close to the junction, and their driveway is directly opposite or almost opposite the path I'm looking for, so I can hopefully use that as some kind of marker. But from here I'm not really sure where I'm going. Let's go over this stile. So I want to get to the main road, which is down here. You can see there's an old path here, I think that's called Mansfield Road, and obviously the big new road cut it off. So there must have been a reasonably well used path down here at some point, which isn't there anymore. I'm looking for something off to the left, which looks like a not very often used path, and I'm hoping I can get a peek of the public footpath sign at the other end. Does this look like a path? Nothing looks like a path really. Right, I can see the entrance, and I think I know where the sign is, even though I can't see it. Ah, I can see it now. Yeah, it's just through the middle of the trees there and pointing over here somewhere, so no sign of a path. Maybe this was a path once upon a time. Let's have a look. I don't think it's going to make much more sense from the end where the sign is, because it appears to be completely unused. This isn't really part of my 18k long run route. Just a bit of a side quest, as they call it. Where's that sign? Here. Look at the state. It goes right through the middle of all those brambles. No one's using this, are they? Yeah, that's a public footpath, guys. Don't think I'll bother going all the way down to the road or trying to use it from the other end at any point. That's ridiculous. It's 99% brambles. Oh well, at least now I know. Right, let's carry on with the planned route.
Back with the goals, I'd like to do under 7 hours for a 50k at the Spire Ultra in May. It's one of my main goals for the year. I've got a list of park runs, my nearest event's not done yet. I'd like to at least get the top 10 covered off this year if I can, visit some more local park runs, which should be good.
If you remember the video I did where I visited that hundreds of years old remains of a church, it was just over there. You can see the two houses that are on the approach road to it, and hidden in the trees over there is the remains of the church. You can't even see it on Google Earth, so well hidden by the trees, but yeah, it's in there somewhere.
My next 5k race is on the 1st of February, Saturday coming as we talk now. So I'd like to get a reasonable time in that. I'm not sure I'm quite in PB shape at the moment. I got 22:08 last time I was there in August, so if I can get anywhere near that, that'd be great.
Just crossing the M1 motorway.
I've got the Carsington Half Marathon on the 15th of February, so if I can get anywhere near that 1:42 goal at that one, that would be surprising, but great. I've got the option of entering the Trails of Mina Half Marathon. That's a new event on the 22nd of March. I haven't entered that yet, but that could definitely be an option and would fit in well with my training and give me another chance to go for a half marathon, but it's going to be a hilly trail route, so I think a PB might be out of reach on that one. And my biggest race of the year so far is going to be the Spire Ultra, the day before my 50th birthday.
There's the Twin Oaks Hotel. Just need to pass around the back of that to get onto the road that leads me to the Stockley Trail.
I keep saying I'm going to try and join North Derbyshire Running Club, which is still on my list, and I probably will get around to doing that at some point, and then at least I can join in with track sessions, which they do some Tuesdays in the next village from where I live, so that would be really good. Meet up with some other runners and get some structured training in with the coaches. My other goal for the year that I've written down, it's not a very big stretch goal. I was quite consistent with my running up until the end of October when I had the Achilles problem in 2024, and I did just over 1900 kilometers of running last year. I was pleased with that. I'd like to get over 2000 this year, so like I say, it's not a stretch, but if I can be as consistent as last year, I'd be happy with that.
So catch me if I fall.
Okay, wasn't expecting that to be blocked off. This is the way Kamut told me to go. So I'll have to take this footpath and hope I can find my way to where it is.
You got it all on tap, I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks, listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast, don't remember life before you, that's fact. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall.
So I think I've been forced to take a bit of a shortcut on the route I had planned, because I didn't know it was off limits to do that loop round there. So without doing a out and back on trails I don't know, I'm just gonna have to take a slightly quicker route home. Pleased to say the bladder full of water is getting lighter and more comfortable. It motivates you to drink some. And here we are at Dolee. Just need to get across this dual carriageway and we'll be sorted. Secure. Where do people cross here? Must be a crossing up the road. That's where I came out. Had to go all the way up the hill to cross safely and find this trail, which takes me back towards home.